The church is made up of members who through their unity can do incredible things in the name of the one who gives them strength and love. According to the latest statistics, the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Ukraine has 159 church members, 733 communities, 191 groups. In Ukraine, the church owns 751 church buildings. There are also 5 institutions, namely Ukrainian Adventist Center for Higher Education, Media Group Nadia, Publishing House Джерело Життя, Clinic Angelia, charitable organization ATRA. The church in Ukraine has been undergoing several tests for the past few months.
We are very grateful to all of you who support us in such a difficult time. We are grateful to the World Church, Church Units, those who are near us and those who are far away. All of you have used extraordinary resources to help all people in need who are now in Ukraine and abroad. Many thanks for every prayer that has been said to God. We have felt this prayer support and we continue to feel it at every step. Thanks to all the pastors, workers who stayed in Ukraine and daily help to all who need it.
Unfortunately, the war brought and continue to bring horrific losses upon the entirety of Ukraine. We mourn each and every human loss, especially among our brothers and sisters who have suffered from this injustice war. So far, we have lost 7 brothers and sisters. 25 of our fellow believers are currently wounded and 19 people are missing. Furthermore, the buildings of our church were not spared from the rockets and bombing. 10 houses of worship were damaged and destroyed. More than 200 church members have lost their homes and nearly 10,000 Adventists have left the country as refugees, while about 400 have left their homes seeking safety in other regions throughout Ukraine. During the war, numerous churches, schools and institutions became shelters for migrants. Church members provided assistance with food, clothing, transport and financial support. Approximately 30,000 people so far have received help from the church during this full-scale war. Throughout the war, there have been 29 evangelistic programs which were attended by more than 2,000 people. The amount of literature distributed since the beginning of the Sphere's days is 28,330 books, 106,070 missionary newspapers for adults, children and adolescents. The team of doctors in the Clinic Angelia provides assistance to Ukrainians in the West by providing medical consultations and necessary medications which may not be available otherwise. There are 24 schools in Ukraine, 23 continue to operate, the majority being remote. Our teachers work selflessly despite the extremely difficult conditions. The Adventist Church in Ukraine has a media group, Nadia. Despite the forced closure of a half of a studio, the Lord allowed it to continue broadcasting around the clock without losing the huge TV and radio audience of about 225,000 on YouTube alone, with a total of 22 million views. The most important thing is that thanks to the joint efforts of the Adventist Church, 103 people decided to make a covenant with the Lord. Baptisms take place almost every Sabbath. The unity of the church is preserved. The pastoral staff is preserved. Glory to Him for that.
For each of us, God has a plan to proclaim God's message of His love and soon coming. Even today, the Lord calls each of us, saving our lives to save others and be His servants.
We pray for peace. We also pray that the church in Ukraine will continue its ministry. We need support, including financial support. We pray that as many people as possible will learn about God and His incomparable love for everyone on this earth. May our common ministry be used by God to open every heart to God's message. Christ will soon come to this disadvantaged world. Let's carry this hope together.
Щиро Дякуємо. Thank you.
Thank you. Merci. Danke schön. Ultimes. Thank you.